Well, here we are at the start of our spring tour to a bunch of different universities coming up, and first is Harvey Mudd College near Los Angeles. Truth Values is a play I wrote. Well, actually the full title is Truth Values, One Girl's Romp Through MIT's Male Math Maze. And it's not a biographical solo show that I wrote because years ago I was a mathematician. I wrote it because it was in my heart to write it, but I had no intention of writing anything educational or anything. I just thought, well, it's a story from my life. How can I make something compelling and entertaining and artistic out of it? Colleges and universities are very interested in this play, not only because it's an entertaining play, but it also touches on some issues about women in math and science, diversity issues, and this gives them a entertaining way to still address these issues that actually aren't all that entertaining in real life sometimes.
Truth Values has gotten great reviews through our faculty members on our campus. A couple of faculty members have already seen the show and they highly recommended it to us. There are several points that actually I would love for this to address. One is to reassure the females on campus that they're not alone in the insecurities that they feel, that it's common to have these issues. Another message is to everybody else that for them to realize that it is a struggle. The response has been incredible. Well, we've now had to move the facility to an auditorium that seats over 600, and we are completely out of tickets.
Well, this one is our biggest venue yet. So it's an enormous performing arts center and a beautiful big theater. So you've never been in a theater this size.
We have a very minimal set. The set is a chair, which moves around a lot, and a table, which does not. And within those two things, Joya creates the whole world of the play. Just those two pieces of furniture and the actress and the lights.
I think the first thing that was important when designing Truth Values was the fact that Joya visits any number of different spaces. She's in a number of different environments. She's playing a number of different characters. So you're creating in an empty space. It's just Joya and herself on the stage. You're also creating the feel of MIT. You're creating the feel of Berkeley, being outside, being stuffy. So it's been a wonderful and challenging experience to figure out how we're going to create those spaces with lighting and with sound. We've achieved a really nice feeling, kind of a beautiful show that way.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm scared. I'm always scared, but I'm also excited, and it's very beautiful theater, so that's wonderful.
Post-show discussions are very interesting. Sometimes there's a little similarity about them. Each one, people want to know if it's different now than it was 20 years ago when Joya was in school.
Interestingly, I find that often after the discussion is over, then some women do come up to me and tell me some really heavy things about their experiences in math and science. I thought that what I was talking about is something that, used to happen, but actually some of it is still very current, and that's a little disturbing.
Yeah, a lot of people sort of think that Truth Values is a play for scientists or about scientists, but it's a play for everybody. It's written really for an audience who doesn't know anything about MIT or anything about academics or that whole world. It's written for a general audience, and really it shows. It's a play that's just a play. It's really the hero's journey. It's a mythical story that we all sort of feel in our guts. It's the story of the descent into Hades and the transformation and return to the world of the living. And then, astonishingly, it's a true story.
Women tend to be touched when it resonates with their own experience, and so they appreciate that someone else gets it. That's one thing. I also think that I've noticed fathers are touched by because there's a very strong father-daughter theme in it, and I've had women come up to me afterward with tears in their eyes saying, "You're telling my story. That could have been my story."
I used to be a mathematician. I went to graduate school at MIT. And please, before you get too impressed by that, just notice what I'm doing with my life now. I remember being in the MIT chapel on Good Friday.
600 seats sold out. That was a first. Amazing experience. And it's a whole different ballgame when you have that many people. I guess I'm really contributing something to people because they find it very gratifying, and I get wonderful stories afterwards about how it changed people's perspectives and maybe even changed them, over the course of months after they thought about the play, and they made some changes in how they looked at things, about issues about women in math and in science, and it's really changed some people's points of view, and I think that's kind of fabulous.